Hello and welcome to Heywood and Stuff. My name is Heywood. This is the channel that is, well, it used to be loosely around mental health and there were other kind of branches of interest, but I think going forward from 2024 February, I'm very much going to put intention into the channel just being mental health. I've realised the past few months more than ever that there's a mental health crisis. We know, but I never really knew as much as I know now just how prevalent mental health issues are. Not just here in the UK, but as far as I know, all around the world. Just from my experience, I mean, I've documented my mental health struggles. I talk about it a lot. More importantly, through having done so, I've had a lot of people come to me and talk to me about their mental health. And just in the past 6 months, really, I've chatted to 3 blokes that have been using suicidal ideation terminology. And countless more have spoken about mental health openly. And it's been beautiful, really, that we are able to start sharing these stories. And I think it's important to battle the mental health crisis, that we are able to fucking talk about it. If you're a statistics guy and you like statistics, it's 1 in 4 of us are struggling with mental health, whether it be anxiety, depression, OCD, bipolar, schizophrenia, personality, something disorder, DID, the list goes on. And I was looking at numbers and just to figure out just how bad is it according to, the World Wide Health Organization. I'll put an asterisk down of what I meant. 1 in 4 will struggle with mental health, and we all know that life is tough, right? And we all know that the past few years especially have been fucking difficult. And we all know that social media isn't helping, and we all know, well, some of us know that, the system is rigged, man. Governments aren't really doing it for us. And even if you don't know that, there's a lot of us struggling in silence, Hold on, I'm just meeting a new friend. There's a lot of us struggling in silence and not talking. One way of making that change is by talking more openly. Ask your fellow friends and family members how they're doing. We've heard this before, right? But I think we probably underestimate how many of those around us are actually struggling on some level. And sometimes just asking them allows them to open up and let you know. And if it doesn't, let them know that you're there if and when they're ready to. I do see still a lot of people bottling up a lot of stuff. And that's not to say I can tell that they've got mental health, but I can tell that they've got struggles with some mental health. And if they're not talking about it, to me, that's fine. I hope that they have other people that they are talking about it. I think that I've come to a small realization, because I think on some level I already knew, but people that struggle with mental health repeatedly, such as yours truly, hello, good morrow, I think there's a possibility that mental health, that returning mental health, is a lifelong thing. Now that's not to be all dark and depressing about it, but I do think that if you have struggled for whatever reasons and found yourself in a place where you've had to deal with mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, that they are always just on the cusp, just underlying the surface, and if you don't look after yourself, those little fuckers can come back. Nobody is immune to having mental health issues. My point is that if you've struggled with them, they can return, and so to always keep on top of it is, it's just a fucking game, isn't it? Really? Okay, my point is, if you know someone, a friend, family, that has struggled with mental health in the past, just not keep an eye on them, but check in, because even though it was 3 years ago since fucking Uncle Gary had that manic episode and was depressed, Uncle Gary might fucking get depressed again. That's all I'm saying. Check my phone, because I've written some stuff down. How you been anyway? You alright? You okay? Yeah, I've had a bit of a fucking shitty couple of days, but it's not bad. It's kind of just a bit flat sometimes. Sometimes self-doubt creeps in. Love that one. Bit of self-doubt, nothing quite like it. Self-sabotaging thoughts. None of it too dark, none of it too heavy. You know what I noticed was funny? I did a video farewelling 2013, and I talked about how my mental health was last year. And since having done that video, I've had a few friends reach out asking me how I'm doing.
Have you watched the bloody video?
So my point of saying that isn't that I'm not grateful. I am eternally grateful. My point is that sometimes you're hanging out with your friends or your family and you can't even tell if they're fucking struggling. Because it's all in me brain, hiding. All right, so get this. This is in the UK, yeah, for all you UKs. So you know, it's one in four maybe struggling with mental health on some level, and up to 50% of those 1 in 4s, right, that 25% of the fucking population, up to 50% of them aren't talking about it, aren't letting it be known, which leads me to believe that they are all keeping it locked in, suppressing it, trying not to let it show. It's no fucking wonder that suicide rates are going up when people are bottling up their mental health issues, when just fucking speaking about your mental health issue is proven to help alleviate some of the symptoms. Yeah, darling. So I just thought I'd share that with everyone. You know, I'm not saying all this because I don't think you know. I'm saying all this because I think we all need to be reminded. All right? Okay. All right, here's some numbers. Out of 1,000 people worldwide, approximately 260 may experience depression. Around 280 may suffer from anxiety disorders. 12 to 18% of us, as a populace, has experienced child abuse or neglect. That's based on the World Health Organization and UNICEF. That is not a good start for adulting, you know? To all my fellow compadres who are struggling with their mental health, I wish I could do more to help. I appreciate that sometimes there's nothing anyone can do. And I also appreciate that I am also not always very available to be there, even to listen. And that is just because of my own level of space. I just had a quick thought when I was packing up to go back upstairs, but just in case you are in a crisis, you know that bit where I said, like, sorry, I don't have space to listen, blah, 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 blah. If you're in a crisis and you feel like, you know, it's getting to breaking point, please fucking reach out to me. Do you know what I mean? I will always make space if you're in a crisis position, any time of the fucking day. Reach out to me and I will help. This, granted, is I'm speaking to those of you that I know. Those of you that I don't know, you won't have my number, but there's resources in the description below. Please use them, and if you do know me and you're at breaking point, fucking contact me and I will help you find resources as well. You know, heavy stuff. Right, okay, love you, bye. And that's why I think it's important that we all have a network of people that we can rely on, and not to have too much expectation on people to be there for us. But if the one person that you did expect to be there for you couldn't quite make it for whatever reason, to have backups, right? This is why I'm eternally grateful for my partner Briggy, because we take it in turns. A lot of the time it's the blind lead. I think I'm having a fucking stroke, right? I can't speak properly. I think sometimes it's the blind leading the blind, right? Like, we've got a lot of people with mental health issues are those that are hyper aware of others with mental health issues and also want to be there for them, but there's only a limited amount of space and time that we can be. Anyway, I just want to say that, you know, for those that have reached out in the past and I haven't been there for you as much as I could have been if I was someone else. I'm sorry, and I wish I could have been. But we're all fucking in this game, man. We're all fucking surviving and coping. Do you know what I mean? So be kind to your fellow human, and I fucking love you. All right. Peace.